Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today I will be talking about gambling in Islam. What is gambling exactly? According to the dictionary, gambling is when people play the games of chance for money or bet. It has existed for a very long time, and back in the Jahiliyyah age, the Arabs and Muslims were not aware of its ruling in Islam because there was no Quran. That is why it was a very common practice of entertainment. However, when our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, was given the words of the Quran through Angel Jibreel, we now know that its hukum is haram. Allah said in the Quran in ayat 90 to 91 in Surah Al-Ma'idah, O you who believe, intoxicants, all kinds of alcoholic drinks, gambling, al-ansab, sacrifices for idols, etc., and al-azlam, arrows for seeking luck or decision, are an abomination of Shaitan's handiwork. So avoid strictly all that abomination in order that you may be successful. Shaitan wants only to excite enmity and hatred between you with intoxicants, alcoholic drinks, and gambling, and hinder you from the remembrance of Allah and from al-salat, the prayer. So will you not then abstain?
يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون إنما يريد الشيطان أن يوقع بينكم العداوة والبغضاء في الخمر والميسر ويصدكم عن ذكر الله وعن الصلاة فهل أنتم منتهون.
All of Allah's hukum have a great amount of wisdom in it, and sometimes it is hard for the normal human being to accept the wisdom and follow the rules. Let us go through some of the wise wisdom behind the ruling of gambling as it is haram. The first thing is that when gambling, the person relies on luck and just hope that if he wins, he will earn a lot of money or prized possessions without having to do any hard work or paying respect to the hard work that Allah has told all human beings to do. Another thing, as we see in the Western world and in movies and TV shows, is the large amount of broken families. When one gambles, it destroys families and causes a loss of wealth in a haram way. An unfair disadvantage is that it makes the rich families poor by luck, and it also humiliates the person. When one gambles, they gain enemies because of the hatred between the players, because of the unlawful way of gaining or losing wealth of each other's. Islamically, participating in gambling can turn people away from Allah and remembering Him, such as praying or reading the Quran, and it brings out the worst attitudes and habits in people. And keep in mind, gambling is a sinful hobby which makes a person waste time and effort, increasing the laziness and idleness, and stops the community from working and producing and moving towards a brighter future. If the gambling leads to the loss of wealth, people tend to resort to crimes to gain money, such as stealing, because they've lost all of it. They might even accept bribes and cheat. To an individual, gambling causes stress and nervous breakdowns. There is a rise of hatred between people, and sometimes in the worst case scenario, it leads to crime, suicide, insanity, and chronic illness. When one gambles, it may lead them to do bad behaviors such as doing drugs and alcohol. Gambling is mentioned many times in the Quran. The first ayat ever revealed was in Surah Al-Baqarah. The meaning of that verse is, they ask you about wine and gambling. Say, in them is great sin, and yet some benefit for people. But their sin is greater than their benefit, and they ask you what they should spend. Say, the excess beyond needs. Thus, Allah makes clear to you the verses of revelation that you might give thought.
يسألونك عن الخمر والميسر قل فيهما إثم كبير ومنافع للناس وإثمهما أكبر من نفعهما ويسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل العفو كذلك يبين الله لكم الآيات لعلكم تتفكرون.
Just like interest and other things, Islam strongly condemns the earning of money in wrong ways and without the hard work put in. In Arabic, the word gambling literally means something easy or something easily obtained, just like the money that is earned through gambling. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whosoever says to his companion, 'Come, let us play a game of chance,' should give charity as atonement." Al-Bukhari and Muslim. As Muslims, we should stay away from things that lead us to sin. And gambling is a big sin itself, but it also leads to even bigger sins. Inshallah, we learn from this lesson and are careful to not stray anywhere near it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.